Taiwan's restoration to China is a legal fact inscribed in the history of the Allied victory in World War II, remaining integral to the post-war international order. Politicians seeking to split Taiwan from China reject or distort historical facts.
Fact 1. Japan's surrender in World War II triggered a series of legally binding documents that returned Taiwan to China. The Japanese instrument to surrender in 1945 referred to the legal foundation for territory arrangements in the post-war order, as cited from the Cairo Declaration. The US-UK-China endorsed document says all the territories Japan has stolen from the Chinese, such as Manchuria, Taiwan, and Penghu Islands, shall be restored to the Republic of China. Fact 2. In October 1949, the People's Republic of China became the sole legal government representing all of China. Its sovereignty and territory, including Taiwan, have remained unchanged ever since.
China actually underwent a change of government without any alteration to its status as a subject of international law. The fact has been confirmed actually under the international law through UN General Assembly Resolution 2758 and other subsequent universal practice of the international community.
However, Taiwan authorities have recently misrepresented the 1951 San Francisco Peace Treaty as replacing earlier international agreements because the document was silent on Taiwan's then status. But wasn't the colonial aftermath settled with the victory over fascism?
Actually, this question has already been fully resolved by the Cairo Declaration, the Potsdam Proclamation, the Japanese instruments of surrender. The U.S. sought to use this treaty to unilaterally conclude peace with Japan and entrenching U.S. hegemony in East Asia while providing a political cover for Japan's post-war reconstruction. And this was also a product of U.S. Cold War thinking, aiming to isolate the new China and reserve some space for building military alliances in the Asia-Pacific and also interfering in the Taiwan question.
Denying war legacy or undermining post-war order poses a grave threat to peace in Asia, from separatist provocation and external interference in Taiwan to the so-called 2016 Arbitral Award on the South China Sea.
It is crystal clear that the tribunal was not meant to uphold any dignity of the international law or the seriousness of the international order. Rather, it actually sounded the starting whistle for a maliciously designed geopolitical competition, especially that is accompanied with the U.S. abusing the freedom of navigation.
In fact, China's historical basis for the claims could date back to its Han Dynasty 2,000 years ago. Following the Cairo Declaration and the end of World War II, the Chinese government restored sovereignty over the islands from Japan. A naval fleet was dispatched to the Xisha and Nanshan Islands in 1946, conducting ceremonies.
What's most significant during such period of history is that the 4 warships central to such mission, called Taiping, Zhongye, Yongxing, and Zhongjian, were later immortalized by having their names assigned to the 4 largest and most strategically vital islands in the South China Sea. Similarly, those commanders involved in the operation were honored through the geographical nomination, such as Hongxiudao and Dunqian Shazhou. Naming reclaimed territories demonstrated a very clear political message to all over the world. So such claim ever since that time is constant, unchanged, and undeniable.
As the world marks 80 years since the victory over fascism, China's message is clear. Not an inch of sovereignty will be ceded, the post-war order will not be overturned, and the true respect for history and humanity lies in safeguarding peace. 周嘉欣 CGTN 北京